Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Gotten an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well. Providing
opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in. Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
I'm Matt Kibbe, the current student body president here at Adrian College. I chose AC because the campus simply feels like home. Everywhere I go, I know the amenities are there to help me succeed and get to the next level in my career. If you want to see what Adrian College has to offer, you can schedule an in-person visit at adrian.edu/campus-visit.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Adrian College Television would like to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Carlton Lodge of Adrian. Carlton Lodge is sponsoring all ACTV broadcasts during the 2021 to 2022 school year. Located at 1629 West Maumee in Adrian, Carlton Lodge offers comfortable rooms and suites at affordable rates. There's also a heated indoor and outdoor pool, along with a 24-hour fitness center. Thank you for the continued support toward Adrian College Television.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, Leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, got out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent and accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students, as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.
do it for Calvin in the top of the first. They leave nobody on but can't score a run. Get the leadoff man aboard but thrown out. So the Bulldogs come to bat looking to score the first run of the ball game. We'll be back after this.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the ninth, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
Welcome back. Ian Doyle on the mound for the Knights. 6.29 ERA, making his sixth start of the season. Leads the team with 24 1/3 innings pitched, but it's allowed 27 runs, only 17 of them earned. 15 walks, 17 strikeouts.
Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the first inning is shortstop number 4, Jacob Charles.
Charles, the leadoff hitter for Adrian, followed by Travis Lifford, Ryan Davis, designated hitter A.J. Miranda, then Ed Wagner, Easton Rogers, Zach Wade, Jack Boyke, and Don Goods. First pitch misses outside, 1-0 the count to Charles. Next pitch, fastball again, misses low, 2-0. Big hole down the left field line. Charles tried to sell that as it hit him on the elbow, but the umpire says no. 3-0 the count. There's the first strike for Doyle, right down the middle. 3-1. And the Bulldogs have the leadoff man aboard with the opening walk, bringing Travis Lifford to the plate.
Now batting, second baseman number 6, Travis Lifford.
Lifford batting .346 on the year, and this is making his 15th appearance of the season. Jacob Charles over at first base, 3 for 4 in the year when it comes to stolen bases.
I see Lifford take a pitch or two here because he is yet to prove that he can throw strikes out there. So the first pitch goes wide.
And that's one thing when we were reading the stat line on Doyle, he leads the team with 15 walks. So struggling a bit with control this season.
Yeah, right now he's 1 for 5, and the one was, there's a bunt and fouled back to the catcher. So that'll make it 1-1. If Lifford is going to bunt, you want to make sure that you get a strike to bunt. You know, a lot of guys aren't successful sacrifice bunting because they'll bunt at anything. There's another one foul back underneath the catcher, Dylan Williams.
Well, one of the problems Lifford's having here with his bunting is he's too far back in the box, and he's not extending his bat out over the plate. So when it does hit the bottom of the bat, it's going straight down and foul. That's going to be strike 3 on the breaking ball inside. So Lifford goes down looking. That'll bring up the powerful bat of Ryan Davis.
Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. That was a Really nice curveball there, and he had not shown that pitch yet. So it completely fooled Lifford. He thought that was going to be inside, and it broke right over the plate at just the right time.
Wind is playing to Davis's advantage, flying out to left. He leads the team with 9 home runs this season already. Go along with a team-high 24 RBIs. He's also managed to rack up 4 doubles and 27 total hits for an average of 380. There's the 1-0, hits him in the back. So the Bulldogs have runners on first and second. Still no hits, though. That'll bring up A.J. Miranda.
Now batting the designated hitter, number 30, A.J. Miranda.
Miranda batting .278 this season. Has only appeared, this is 9th appearance. He's going to rip this one down the line. It's going to bounce off the wall. Charles is around coming to score. Davis being held at third, and Miranda has got himself an RBI double.
Miranda got around on that one pretty fast and just drove it down the third base line for the double. Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Ed Wagner. That's his 4th double of the year. So he's been picking up the 2 base hits, and now we got runners at second and third. So hopefully the Bulldogs can cash in some more here in this first inning.
Ed Wagner looks at first pitch called strike. Fastball a little up in the zone. Wagner, .375 batting average on the year. He's second on the team in homers with 5. We'll foul that one off. 0-2 the count. Here's the 0-2 to Wagner. Breaking ball, that one hits him. So 0-2 hit by pitch loads the bases for left fielder Easton Rogers. With 2 hit batsmen this inning, that brings Doyle's season total to 8.
Yeah, that one kind of hit Wagner on the leg there, so they're going to go out and check. He's kind of hobbling around there at first base. He's pointing to the lower part of his leg. So, yeah, that's the second hit batsman this inning. So, Bulldogs taking advantage of free passes. Well, they need to throw in another hit here and really take advantage. The batter is left fielder number 26, Easton Rogers.
So Rogers comes into today with a .324 average. He's got 3 doubles, a triple, and 3 homers of his own. We'll look at first pitch strike. Bases loaded, 1 out. Big shift in the outfield for Calvin. Right fielder playing right center, nobody hanging out in right. Center field shifted over towards left a bit, and left field playing pretty deep.
Yeah, base hit should score 2 with where they're playing right now.
That one's hit to the left side, diving shortstop, throws to third. He's off the bag, and Miranda's going to be safe, so Rogers reaches on a fielder's choice, and that'll move everyone up and score the second run of the game.
Now batting the catcher number 13, Zach Wade. Well, it's a big play for the Bulldogs. His throw pulling him off the bag. There's a bouncing ball to second. Could be, now they'll go first for 1, and that'll bring home another run. So the play before does net the Bulldogs a run, and it's now 3-0. Batter is center fielder number 9, Jack Boyke.
Bulldogs, the 8-hitter coming up to the plate, almost batted around here. Boyke swings through a pitch. 0-1 the count. Still a pair of runners in scoring position for Adrian. This pitch fastball outside. Boyke leading the team with a .385 batting average on the year. Next pitch ball, 2-1 the count. Boyke making his 8th start of the year, his 15th appearance. He's got a pair of doubles on the year with 4 RBIs. Big check swing, but he goes through, evens the count 2-2. Pitch just gets a piece of it, fouls it off. Doyle so far at 24 pitches.
Say the pitches are mounting up here in this first inning.
This one just clips the inside corner, called strike 3. So that'll do it for the Bulldogs. They get 3 runs in the first inning on 1 hit. They leave 2 runners stranded. Danny Gutierrez on his way back out to the mound. We'll be back with the top of the second after this.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within Regional Colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News & World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News & World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back. Top of the second. Adrian leading 3-0 over Calvin in the MIAA conference opener.
Leading off for the Knights in the top of the second inning is third baseman number 26, Matt Raymond.
So Raymond will lead things off for Calvin. Danny Gutierrez back on the mound. First pitch, fastball right down the middle. Showing that Gutierrez isn't afraid of the 4-hitter, challenging him with a fastball right away. This pitch, another fastball, 0-2 the count.
Well, despite an error, Gutierrez got him 1-2-3 in the first inning. And now he gets his first strikeout of the day as Raymond swings and misses. And there's one out here in the top of the second. Now batting the first baseman, number 2, Nate Mason.
So Mason comes to the plate. He's batting .379 this season, making his 9th start of the year. He rips this one through the left side. That's the first hit of the ball game for Calvin. It's kind of picked up that all of Gutierrez's first pitches have been fastballs.
Now batting the left fielder, number 45, Will Mueller. Not only have they been fastballs, but they've also been pretty much fastball strikes. So unlike the Bulldog hitters, who knew that Doyle was struggling to get the ball over the plate, he pretty much figured that one was coming and lined it into left field for a base hit.
Mueller tried to bunt his first attempt, bunted it back foul. Gutierrez throws over. So Ryan Davis playing in on the grass, deep middle infield at double play depth. Breaking ball just missed. One skied high infield. Jacob Charles calling for it. He'll make the catch. That's out number 2. And Mason retreats back to first.
Now batting the right fielder number 3, Matt Reynolds.
Reynolds struggling at the plate this season, just batting 175 on the year. He's appeared in 15 games so far. He will foul off the first pitch. He's got 7 hits on the season, all of them singles. He's walked twice and struck out 8 times.
I think the Bulldog pitchers doing a much better job as the season's gone along with holding the runners on the bases. And that's so important because, you know, it gives your catcher a chance. Like in the first inning, they did catch Bonimer stealing, and that was a big part of that inning. And if you can keep the runners from advancing, it's a good deal for you as the pitcher. As Reynolds swings and misses, and that will end the inning. A couple of strikeouts for Gutierrez. They get no runs on 1 hit. There were no errors, and just the 1 man left on base. At the end of an inning and a half, it's Bulldogs 3 and Knights 0. We'll be back with more baseball here on ACTV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back, bottom of the second. Adrian leading 3-0 over Calvin. Don Goods to lead things off. Adrian got through 8 hitters in the top of the first, or bottom of the first.
Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the second is right fielder number 14, Don Goods. Yeah. Bulldogs got through 8 hitters, but some of them were human targets because I kept getting beamed up there.
Yeah, only 1 hit in that first inning. That one's ripped
there's
opposite
another
field.
Good.
So leadoff man is aboard for Adrian once again.
Now batting the shortstop number 4, Jacob Charles. Tell you, Mike, we've had an epidemic of batters getting hit this year. I don't know what that's about, but I think part of it may be the fact that these teams, they go on the spring trips and they play in the warmer weather, and then they come up north and it's cold and they can't get quite the grip on the ball they normally would. As Charles' bunt is fielded and he gets a successful sacrifice, and the runner moves down to second base. Now batting second baseman number 6, Travis Lifford.
It wasn't the best looking bunt as he kind of popped it up there.
He did, but
got the job done.
He got the man to second base, and that was the whole point. Swing and a miss by Lifford. Lifford took a called strike 3 this last time up, and that was a beautiful pitch. That was the best pitch that Doyle threw that inning. As he threw a sharp breaking ball to get him out on strikes.
We just saw it again there, try to get him chasing. 1-1 the count to Lifford. Pretty decent lead for Goods at second. This one nubbed right in front of the mound. Pitcher is going to take it himself. And Lifford's called out for being out of the baseline, but that'll advance Goods to third.
Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. Lifford had a little tap to first, and then suddenly Dancing with the Stars broke out.
I think he was trying to do what Javi Baez did a couple years ago with the Cubs. First pitch to Davis, breaking ball, low and away.
Could have just pulled a Hassan Haskins and jumped over it.
Davis rips one into the left field, and that will make it 4-0.
Now batting designated hitter, number 30, A.J. Miranda. Well, Davis wasted little time, and he ripped that one to get the RBI. He was mad because he was one of the guys that got hit.
First pitch to Miranda, low in the turf, 1-0.
Bulldogs playing a little station baseball that time to pick up this run. As Goods got the single and then moved up one base with each successive hitter.
Just got to get him on, get him over, get him in.
Toss over there, Davis is back. That's another thing the Bulldogs want to improve on. They've had too many people get picked off at first base this season.
Another hit by pitch for Doyle. That's his third of the ball game and 11th now of the season. So that'll bring up Ed Wagner.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Ed Wagner.
The 3, 4, 5 hitters in this Adrian lineup have the ability to do some damage.
You know, we're also seeing another inning of high volume pitches by Doyle here. He is not going to be here that long this afternoon at this rate because he's using up his allotted pitches early.
Yeah, 36 so far on the day. He's through an inning in 2/3. Fastball fouled back. 0-2 the count to Wagner. Last time Doyle had a hitter 0-2, he hit him. Wagner hits this one through the left side. Davis being rounded around third. That's going to score. Ball gets by the second baseman. First base is there to back it up. But that'll make it 5-0.
Now batting the left fielder, number 26, Easton Rogers. That was a good piece of hitting right there by Ed Wagner. He had 2 strikes. He shortened up and got a ball on the outside corner and just hit it right into the hole as they were providing by holding the runner on the base there. And therefore he picks up a run. So he's now 1 for 1 with an RBI as Rogers takes a strike on the outside corner for strike 1. Bulldogs now leading 5-0. That one's way wide.
Just a bit outside. Tried the corner and missed.
Nice job by Dylan Williams to flag that one down and keep the runners at first and second.
1-1 the count to Rogers. He hits this one the other way, but that's going to land out of play. So 1-2 the count. Now there's a big hole right side. Rogers can find a way to punch one through. Swings at this one, pops up high in the infield. Shortstop calling for it. He will make the catch. That was Gillen making it. Didn't look too pretty, but it got the job done. So Bulldogs add 2 more on 3 hits. They strand 2. Adrian leads 5-0 heading into the 3rd inning. We'll be back just after this.
For the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 2nd, they get 2 runs on 3 hits. There were no errors.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
There is, but it's...
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Welcome back. Top of the 3rd inning. Bulldogs leading the Calvin University Knights 5-0. Gutierrez back on the mound.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Dylan Williams.
So Dylan Williams will lead things off for Calvin. Williams batting .250 on the season. And they're being aggressive now. First pitch fouled off.
Well, again, so far after 2 innings of play, Gutierrez has been the exact opposite of Doyle. He's had good control. So they're coming up and taking their hacks right away because they realize they're not going to be standing there very long if they don't.
Yep, he's got 22 pitches so far. 18 of them are strikes.
Yeah. And the 4 that weren't strikes, he never meant for them to get anywhere near the plate. So right now, Gutierrez has got control working for him this afternoon.
Swing and a miss, strike 3. That's his 3rd strikeout of the game.
Now batting, center fielder number 9, Carson Warners.
I'll bring up the bottom of the order, Carson Warners. Warner's looking to get on base. He's got a .378 batting average on the year.
Yes. He leads the Knights with that .378 batting average, and you don't easily see that from a number 9 hitter.
No, but it's a good guy to have at the bottom just to turn things over. This one hit out of play into the Adrian bullpen. The Bulldogs have had a guy the last few years that's been able to do that, Ty Peck.
Mm-hmm. Well, Peck started out as the leadoff man, and then, like you said, kind of became that second leadoff hitter as the team came around.
Next pitch bunted. Gutierrez picks it up. He's got to fire over. It's not going to be in time. So an infield single for Warners.
Now batting designated hitter number 7, Gabe Bonnemer. Well, there was nothing Gutierrez could do about that one. That was just a perfectly placed bunt. And Warners, being a center fielder, he runs well, and that was a hit all the way.
I'll bring the top of the order up in Bonnemer. He'll look at first pitch called strike. Get back to that bunt. Davis playing really deep at third, so kind of gave him an opening to do it.
Gutierrez started Bonnemer off with a good curveball. You mentioned that he'd been kind of throwing fastballs to start the hitters out with, but he totally fooled Bonnemer there with the curve. As his second pitch goes outside for a 1-1.
A decent lead for Warners at first. Makes it 1-2.
Bonnemer, his first time, was safe on that error and then got thrown out trying to steal.
This pitch misses high and away. Almost had him at first. Gutierrez timing his steps well. It'll be interesting to see after Wade threw the first runner out of the game, stealing as Bonnemer goes down swinging for out number 2, but it'll be interesting to see how many times the Knights try to snag a bag.
Now batting the second baseman, number 38, Ryan Brown. Tell you, great job of pitching right there by Gutierrez. As you said, nice pitch on that ball. He threw that fastball. Again, it was a ball, but it was a strike in the fact that that's exactly where he wanted it because he was setting him up for that curveball and then came with a sleeping curveball for a strike and got him.
First pitch to Brown, fastball misses high.
That's such a key to pitching, Mike, is being able to move the ball around and show different locations. Bounding ball to Charles, he'll have the easy play, stepping on the bag, and the Knights are retired after one hit. They leave a man, and at the end of 2.5, our score is Adrian 5 and Calvin 0. We'll be back here on ACTV.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the regional colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within regional colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News & World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News & World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back, bottom of the third. Zach Wade to lead things off. Ian Doyle still on the mound for Calvin. Bulldogs leading 5-0.
There you go for the Bulldogs is catcher number 13, Zach Wade.
First pitch to Wade, misses low. Outfield playing Wade to pull. Calvin's been a team that's known to shift pretty heavily in the outfield. Wade hits this one over to shortstop. That's Gillen picking it up, firing it across the diamond for out number 1.
Now batting the center fielder, number 9, Jack Boyke.
Boyke 0 for 1 on the day with a strikeout look in his first at-bat. Tried to get a sac bunt down earlier. Fouled 2 off and then faced a breaking ball. First pitch to him, called a strike. Squares around the bunt, pulls it back, but call a strike 0-2. 46 pitches already for Doyle, 29 of them strikes. That ball is swung on and missed. Boyke goes down swinging. That'll bring up Don Goods.
Now batting the right fielder, number 14, Don Goods.
Goods had a leadoff single back in the second inning. And he swung through his shoes on that one.
Doyle going with a lot of off-speed stuff here in this inning, and he's been able to get it over the plate, which has been key. Bounding ball to Gillen, his throw, he gets him, and the Bulldogs go 1-2-3 in the bottom of the third. So at the end of 3, that's the first inning that Doyle's kept him off the scoreboard, and at the end of 3, our score is Adrian 5 and Calvin nothing. We'll be back with more from Nicolay Field after we pause for this. You're watching Adrian College Baseball on ACTV.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back. Top of the 4th inning. Gillen will lead things off for Calvin. Gutierrez still on the mound, in control of this game.
Leading off for Calvin in the top half of the 4th inning is shortstop number 18, Patrick Gillen. 3, 4, 5 hitters coming up for Calvin here in the top of the 4th. And Calvin has been limited to 2 hits in the first 2 innings, but they've not got the runner past first base. There's a smash to second base. Going over to make the play, and there's 1 out. A nice job by Lifford going to his left to get the out. Now batting third baseman number 26, Matt Raymond. Raymond struck out his first time. He swung at a big breaking ball. As the first pitch comes right down Broadway on the inside corner for strike 1.
Bulldogs playing pretty straight up in the field. Another swing and a miss on a fastball there. Lifford and Charles playing deep in the middle infield. Wind still blowing slightly out to left. Davis deep at third. Fastball 0-2 high. Misses 1-2 the count.
Raymond batting .367, and he's shown some power so far this season. He's got 4 doubles and a home run. He's knocked in 24 runs. He leads the Knights in the RBI category. But he finds himself down 1-2 here to Gutierrez in the top of the 4th inning.
What do we have here?
I think we've run out of baseballs here.
And Zach Wade is missing a strap on his shin guards. Very good there. So 1-2 the count to Raymond. 4-hitter in the Calvin lineup. This one hit up the middle. Lifford backhands it. He's going to fire off balance and get the out. Nice play there by the freshman second baseman to retire Raymond.
Now batting the first baseman, number 2, Nate Mason.
Now I know why Lifford playing a little deeper there. Helped him get to a better angle.
Well, I will say this. He's getting his exercise this afternoon because the first one was way to his left and that one way to his right. He picked them both up and needed a little stronger throw on that one. But he made it. And again, it's good to see those fine defensive plays by the Bulldogs because they have struggled on defense this season. I know that's a big concern of the coaching staff, and they've been better at it this week, however. So hopefully that's improving, and as we move along here in the NCAA season. There's a foul ball that I think is going to be out of play, and it is.
It's a deep, deep foul ball.
It's always hard to judge foul balls from our broadcast location because that fence is so close that, you know, he's kind of drifting and drifting, and you don't really know where it's going to come down. Too quick. 1 ball, 2 strikes to the batter, and there is a defensive swing by Mr. Mason for strike 3, as that is now the 5th strikeout for Gutierrez as he gets the Knights 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 4th. And we'll move down to the bottom of the 4th, and the Bulldogs will have the top of the order coming up, and we'll see how they can do in their half of the inning. And when we return, our score here is Calvin 0 and Adrian College 5, and we'll be back with more here on ACTV.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, and learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Or top of the 4th, rather, they get no runs on no hits. There were no.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character.
Now batting the shortstop number 4, Jacob Charles. Jacob Charles stepping in here to lead off the 4th inning. He fouls one down the third base line. Charles has not had an official at bat so far this afternoon. He walked to lead off the ball game, and then he had a sacrifice bunt, which advanced Goods to second rather, as he came around to score in the 2nd inning as the 4th run of the day. And this one's going to hit him on the shoulder, and he will walk to first base once again. So
a 4th hit batsman for Doyle here today, and we're going to get a mound visit.
Jacob Charles is getting a lot done for not having actually hit the ball.
It's a freshman.
So they're talking it over. Like you said, we're racking up the pitches here for Mr. Doyle.
52 on the afternoon, just 33 strikes.
Now batting second baseman number 6, Travis Lifford. So we'll see what Jacob's doing. There's a big hole on the left side, and Lifford was going for that.
Just a little late on that one.
Yeah. Big key to being able to move the ball around the field as a batter is you got to pick the right pitch. That was kind of inside on him.
5 free bases Doyle's given up, 1 walk, and 4 hit by pitches this game. This pitch, fastball misses away. 1-1 the count. I'd really like to see someone hit the ball in that right field corner because no one's been there all game. This one changeup misses low.
This is a great time to do it too. You got that big hole over there, but you got to pick your right pitch. You know, the thing about it is he goes to the outside corner. This is one where maybe you might even swing at one that's a little bit off the corner, but you can just turn on it and drive it into right field.
2-1 the count. This ball hit up the middle. Get him be missed by the second baseman. Charles on his way to third, so we got runners at the corners.
That took a funny hop, and I think you got to call that one a base hit because he was over there and he was ready for it, and then it just kind of hopped under his glove with the backspin that was on the ball. So nice hit there by Lifford. Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis. I think we got him. Yeah.
So runners at the corners now for Davis.
I think that's also one of the advantages of playing at Nicolay Field is the other teams in the MIAA do not play on this kind of turf all the time. That ball gets on you fast, and it kind of speeds up where maybe on grass it wouldn't have got there so fast he could have got the double play. His pitch is low for a ball, and Lifford walks on down to second base.
So now we got two runners in scoring position for powerful bat of Ryan Davis. Big shift in the outfield. Another pitch low, 2-1 the count.
Yeah, I don't think you're going to see Doyle give in to Davis here. He's got an empty base now, and you know there are no outs. He'd be looking for a double play if he could.
Here's the 2-1. This is inside, almost hit him. 3-1 the count. Wind has slightly shifted, now blowing out to right. And that'll be ball 4. So the 6th free base Adrian's had this game, second walk. And that'll bring up A.J. Miranda.
Now batting designated hitter number 30, A.J. Miranda.
Miranda led the team last season in home runs.
Yeah, it was clear that Doyle wanted no part of Davis there. None of those pitches were anywhere near close. And sometimes when you do that, you know, it gets to be kind of difficult to get back into going after the hitters. As the first pitch is a ball here to Miranda. Second pitch, bounding ball. This is shortstop. This could be 2-1 relay double play. But a run does score.
So that'll make it 6-0.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Ed Wagner.
That puts Lifford at third. 2 outs for Wagner. Wagner's liking the wind shift as he stands from the left side of the plate. First pitch misses low for a ball.
Well, Doyle got what he wanted by walking Davis. He did get the double play, which may limit the damage here. As the Bulldogs go from bases loaded, nobody out, to a run and 2 outs. They've still got Lifford at third. And there's a base hit as Wagner picks him up with a base hit to center. His second RBI single of the afternoon. And the Bulldogs now up 7-0. Now batting the left fielder, number 26, Easton Rogers. Shows you how important that double play was, though. They got at least 2 in, and there still would have been nobody out without the double play. Here's they pop up. They're giving chase, but it's going to land outside the confines of Nicolay Field.
Looks like the catcher, Williams, is wearing some sort of pitch communicator. I see a wire hanging from his back. I know that's been something new over the last couple years in the major leagues as teams have started to pick up signs. So I wonder if Galvin has purchased that technology to relay pitches to the pitcher. It looks like it because I didn't see Williams give a sign there. A 1-1 pitch inside to Rogers. 7-0 Adrian here in the bottom of the 4th. Wagner on first. Pitch misses low, 3-1. That was the 70th pitch of the game for Doyle. Rogers swings at a pitch inside. Looked like it would have been ball 4, but he fouls it off. Run the count full. So full count, 2 outs. Wagner will be going on the pitch. Rogers fouls this one off again.
Foul ball's giving a lot of people exercise there. Wagner had to run to second, so he got a sprint in. A couple of guys from the dugout chased the ball, so everyone's getting a good workout here this afternoon at Nicolay Field, and that one catches the corner as Rogers didn't think so, but it will end the inning as the Bulldogs leave Wagner at first base, but they do get 2 runs on a pair of hits, and at the end of 4 complete innings of play, our score, Adrian 7, Calvin nothing. You're watching MIAA baseball here on ACTV.
Bulldog fans, connect with Adrian College TV on social media to be updated when we're broadcasting live, to see highlights, plays of the week, and much more. Adrian College Television is on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. ACTV's handle is at Adrian College TV on every form of social media. Thank you for tuning in and subscribing to the home of the Bulldogs, Adrian College TV.
Welcome back. Top of the 5th. Gutierrez still in control of the game. Adrian leading 7-0 over Calvin.
Leading off for the Knights in the top half of the 5th inning is left fielder number 45, Will Mueller.
Mueller with a kind of a half swing there, but Rogers camps under it. That'll be out number 1.
Now batting right fielder number 3, Matt Reynolds. This pitch a strike to Reynolds. Reynolds struck out his first time up. And there's a late swing that is fouled off into the net just above the Calvin dugout down the first base line. Though Gutierrez quickly ahead 0-2. He goes for the second out of this inning, and that one is right down Broadway for strike 3. Oh, he just nipped the corner. That was a great pitch by Gutierrez. That is now 6 strikeouts for the Bulldog right-hander. Now batting the catcher, number 8, Dylan Williams.
The preseason coaches poll for the MIAA, Adrian was projected to finish 2nd in the MIAA. They finished 1 voting point behind Hope, projected to repeat as winners of the conference. Calvin projected to finish 4th behind Kalamazoo in 3rd. That pitch misses high, 1-1 the count. Last year, the 4 teams to make the MIAA tournament was Hope, Kalamazoo, Adrian, and Calvin. That pitch is fouled, 1-2 the count. Gutierrez is looking for his 7th strikeout of the game here. And Williams stays alive. Following that one off to the rugby field.
Gutierrez doing just enough of mixing in the curve and staying with that fastball that it's got these Calvin batters on off balance. As the next pitch is wide for a ball, making it 2-2. So you can definitely see where they're having trouble deciding on whether to swing on time, and that's led to a lot of foul balls down that third base line. There's another strikeout as Dylan Williams goes down. And once again, the Knights go 1-2-3 in the top half of the 5th. 7-0 Bulldogs at the end of 4.5. We'll be back with more as the Bulldogs come up to bat, and they will be featuring the lower third of their order in the 5th. You're watching Adrian College Baseball on ACTV.
Adrian College is a pinpoint like no other. With our 77 undergraduate degrees, 47 majors, and 21 broad fields of study, Adrian has a one-of-a-kind, hands-on learning experience for everyone. Do you want to visit the campus of Adrian College in person? Visit adrian.edu/campus-visit. Again, that's adrian.edu/campus-visit. Come take in the beautiful facilities at Adrian College for yourself.
I was born.
If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back. Bottom of the 5th. Coming up, pitching change for Calvin. Connor Comiskey, the new pitcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please now. Pitching for Calvin is number 37, Connor Comiskey. Comiskey in place of Ian Doyle.
Comiskey on for the 6th time this season. He's made 4 starts on the year. With a 4.86 ERA, he's thrown 16 2/3 innings. Has allowed 10 runs on 14 hits, 16 strikeouts. Also struggles with control here as he's tied with Doyle on the team with 15 walks. He's also second on the team in hits batsman with 6. Comiskey a 1-3 record on the year, but he does have a complete game.
Leading off for the Bulldogs in the bottom of the 5th inning is the catcher, number 13, Zach Way.
Complete game came back on March 4th against Penn State Altoona. Is that how you say it, Goose?
That is indeed correct.
So first pitch from Wade, grounded to second base. Brown picks it up, fires it over. That's a quick out, number 1 for Comiskey. In that game, Comiskey through 7 innings. It was a 7-inning ball game. Allowed 1 run on 3 hits. Only walked 2 and struck out 6. First pitch to Jack Boyke fouled off. Wind has shifted back to left field. Next pitch fouled back towards us. 0-2 the count. Comiskey just attacking the bottom of the order with fastballs. There's another one, misses high and away. 1-2 the count. Infield straight up here against Boyke. And he'll foul that one off again. Final line on Doyle. It went 4 innings, allowed 7 runs, all of them earned on 6 hits, 2 walks, 4 strikeouts. 3 of them were looking, and hit 4 batters.
Yeah, he only walked the 2 today, but part of it was he couldn't get to the point where he could walk him because he was hitting them. And that is a swing by Boyke, and the umpire at first says he went around, so that's strikeout for Mr. Kaminsky. Batter is right fielder number 14, Don Goods.
So I'll bring up the 9-hitter and right fielder Don Goods. Goods looks at a breaking ball in for a strike. Goods entering today's game with a .250 batting average. Has missed just 1 game on the year.
She's outside to Goods. 2-1 now to the Bulldog right fielder. Don has also been pitching this season. Takes a strike there. And the count is now 2-2. Don looked back at the umpire. I don't think he was too pleased with that call, but nonetheless, it's 2-2. There's a drive to center field, and that should be easily caught, and it is. So Kaminsky comes on and does the job, getting the Bulldogs 1, 2, 3. And at the end of 5 complete innings, our score remains Bulldogs 7, Calvin nothing. And we'll be back for more here on ACTV.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more.
Adrian College has dozens of athletics programs, and winning is a staple on our campus. We have the culture of winning in and out of the classroom. This is a place where young men and women grow into professionals for life. Are you interested in learning more about the Bulldog experience? Visit adrianbulldogs.com and the Recruit Me tab to be recruited to play your sport of choice today. If you have what it takes, you could be a Bulldog in no time.
Well, we're back here at Nicolay Field here for the opening of the MIAA season, and so far it's gone well for the Bulldogs. They lead 7-0 as Calvin's center fielder about to step in. Now batting the center fielder number 9, Carson Warners. Warners had a beautiful bunt back in the 3rd inning for a base hit. One of the 2 hits the Knights have off Gutierrez, and he was unable to be moved up after Gutierrez got a strikeout of Bonnemer and then a fielder's choice with Ryan Brown to end the inning. Again, we mentioned he's the 9-hitter, but he also is the leading hitter for Calvin. So he is definitely a threat as he fouls one off his foot. That never feels good. So he'll take a little bit of a walk here before getting back into the batter's box. And he's got 17 hits, but no extra base hits, so they've all been singles. There's a bounding ball to Lifford at second base. He gloves it, throws over to first, and he beats it out, and he just beat that one out. There's all you can say about that. So a second infield hit for Warners, using his outstanding speed to get down the line, and he is on to lead off the Calvin 6. Now batting designated hitter number 7, Gabe Bonnemer.
Yeah, and with Lifford playing deep on something hit not as hard. You got to come in and charge that one, especially with a speedy batter, as Bonham looks at called strike one.
Yeah. Yeah, with Lifford, this being his first year at second base, I think he just kind of lost track of who was running that time. Because, I mean, he made a good play. I mean, it wasn't like he bobbled the ball or anything, so give him a base hit. Here's the pitch to Bonham, and he hits a fly ball. Don Goods waiting for it, and he'll put it away for out number one.
Nice piece of pitch in there from Gutierrez, still controlling the game.
Now batting second baseman number 38, Ryan Brown.
He's only at 59 pitches, 45 strikes.
Well, again, that wasn't exactly a ringing base hit that Warner's had. It was just a bouncing ball to second base that he beat out. So, like I say, of the 3 hits he's given up today, really only one was a solid base hit to left by Nate Mason. The other 2 have been infield, a bunt and that one to second base.
First pitch to Brown, misses outside. Next pitch outside as well.
Brown came into the day batting .340. He's got 3 doubles and a triple. He's yet to hit a home run for the Knights, as Gutierrez continues to keep Warner's close. Warner's basically stole first base, so he wants to make sure he doesn't steal second.
Yep. Count runs 3-0 to Brown here. Gutierrez losing it a little bit. Hopefully not getting off track too much. There's a fastball down the middle. Gutierrez, a lot of quick pickoff moves to first, trying to get the step of the runner going the other way. Hasn't been able to so far, but it's been pretty close. This pitch, fastball high and away, ball 4, so that'll put runners on first and second.
You know, you mentioned that quick throws over there. I would always try to teach that to my younger pitchers. Get on the rubber, and then the second the guy steps off, you throw over there, because so many guys, they just kind of lead off nonchalantly and they get just walking one way, and then when the ball is back there fast like that, you can catch them and pick them off, especially the younger the players are.
So we just saw a mound visit from Craig Rainey.
How about a shortstop number 18, Patrick Gillen?
Let's hope it gives Gutierrez a little bit of a break and we find the strike zone again. This one ripped to right field. That's going to be in for a base hit. Goods coming up throwing. Ball's going to go home. Bases loaded now. Here with 1 out. Always love a hard hit ball, but in that situation, it was hit a little bit too hard, where Warner's had to hold at third.
Now batting third baseman number 26, Matt Raymond. So the Knights kicking up their heels here in the top of the 6th. They've loaded the bases with 1 out, and the first pitch to Raymond is high. Bulldogs playing for the double play up the middle. Davis is even with the bag, while Wagner will sure take the play at first. There's a pop foul out of the stadium. So this is really the first time that the Knights have got a runner as far as second base, and now they've loaded the bases. Really the first jam that Gutierrez has really had to pitch out of this afternoon.
1-1 the count here. This one's skied out of play. Strike 2.
I think the other thing, too, about that base hit by Gillen is the fact that down 7-0, they can't afford to have anybody get thrown out. So they were definitely playing the base running conservatively. Here's the 1-2 pitch, bounding ball, going to be just out of the reach of Davis, and they're not going to get anybody.
So that'll be the first run of the game for Calvin on the infield single. So they're on the board, bringing the score 7-1.
That was perfectly placed. Just a little left or right, and it would have been a ground out. Now batting first baseman number 2, Nate Mason.
First pitch to Mason, catches the outside corner, strike 1. 1 out still here in the top of the 6th. Bases loaded. Calvin looking to take advantage. Mason the 5-hitter in the order. Swing and a miss, strike 2.
That was a good pitch by Gutierrez. That one broke sharply down and away. Now he's ahead in the count and has an opportunity to kind of make him hit his pitch. There's a drive, and it's going to be picked off by Lifford for one. Relay not in time, but nice play by Lifford to keep that one from going into center field and being more trouble.
So that brings the score 7-2. 2 outs there. Just misses the double play as Mason slid hit first into first base. Interesting move there, as sliding into first does not make you any faster.
Now batting the left fielder, number 45, Will Mueller. Yes, for those young players watching at home, don't do that. Ever. It's a good way to break your hand. It's also a good way to slow yourself down. Mueller's popped to short and a pop to left. So far today, runners are now at first and third, and there's a pop-up that's going to go out of play. And it's 1-1. Bulldogs trying to get out of the 6th inning here without further damage. Here's the pitch. There's a looper into left field. This is going to drop in front of Easton Rogers. And that'll make it now 7-3. Not a what you would call really good contact, but it did the job. And it's now a 4-run lead for the Bulldogs. Now batting our right fielder, number 3, Matt Reynolds.
First pitch called a strike on the check swing there. The runners at first and second, 2 outs. This pitch misses away. Ball 1.
Matt Reynolds has struck out swinging twice today. So far, Gutierrez has had his number, but that one's fouled off, and it's 1-2.
Gutierrez looking to throw the golden sombrero at Reynolds.
The Knights now have 6 hits, and 4 of them have come this inning. Here's the pitch. Ooh, just missed. 2-2. Mr. Reynolds may not want to take that one again.
No.
Because the second time.
Wouldn't be surprised if we double up on that pitch.
Here we go. That is inside this time.
That one, I think, called a ball because Gutierrez missed the spot. That's pretty deceiving to the umpire when the catcher sets up on one side of the plate but has to move his glove to the other side.
Runners will be going, and this is outside, and Reynolds gets a free pass.
We have some action in the Adrian bullpen. Looks like Gage Ricker is starting to throw down there.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Dylan Williams. Well, this is a key juncture in the ball game, Mike, because it's not like Gutierrez has lost his stuff here. And first pitch is a strike to Williams, and if he can get Williams out and get out of this inning, he probably can come in and continue. But if he does not, then you've got to start asking yourself, how long we're going to leave him out there. And the plate seems to be kind of shrinking here since the Knights have loaded the bases.
Here's the 1-1. That pitch catches the corner. 1-2 the count.
So we're here again at 1-2. Again, Dillon's is another one that's struck out both of his at-bats so far today. Here's the pitch. Got him. Strike 3. He gets the third strikeout of Williams this afternoon and leaves the bases loaded here in the top of the 6th. But the Knights get 3 runs. They're back in this ball game. It's now a 7-3 Bulldog lead, and we'll be back to see what the Bulldogs can do against the reliever Kaminsky after we pause for this. You're watching Adrian College Baseball on ACTV.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News & World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the Regional Colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within Regional Colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News & World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News & World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
Top of the order for the Bulldogs coming up here in the bottom of the 6th as they face the Calvin reliever, Connor Kaminsky. Connor got him 1-2-3 in the 5th, his first inning of work as he came on for Ian Doyle. So the Bulldogs now will get a chance at him with the top of their order as Jacob Charles, who has had a pretty good day at the plate for someone who hasn't actually hit the ball. He's been walked, he hit a sacrifice bunt, and he got beaned. He scored 2 runs, and he's having a good day. Leading off for the Bulldogs is the shortstop, number 4, Jacob Charles. There he smashes one down the line, foul, out of play.
At least he gets a swing this time.
Yes, he did.
So there's the 0-1. Fastball catches the outside corner. He's quickly down 0-2.
Because the thing about it is Charles did get hit the one time, but he's nearly been hit about 4 other times. So he's following that advice of Patches O'Houlihan. If you dodge a wrench, you can dodge a ball. But last at bat, he didn't quite make it.
He fouls that one off down the third baseline. Third base coach Aaron Klotz with the snag.
Yeah. And he's beaned.
All righty. So leadoff man aboard for the Bulldogs once again.
Now batting second baseman number 6, Travis Lifford.
MLB opening day, Goose, and your beloved Tigers were shut out.
Hey.
What a surprise.
I'm shocked by this, but
should be grateful they only gave up 4 runs.
At least when I left the house to come here to Nicolay Field, they'd only given up 1 home run of the potential 400 that they might give up this season. I cannot, for the life of me, understand after last year why they would move the fences into Comerica Park.
1-1 the count to Lifford.
You want to wait for another year where we have a little more offense and a little more pitching.
Lifford looking to move the runner around. It's a pickoff attempt. Checking on Charles. Charles goes, and Lifford pops this one up. Short left field. Left fielder will make the catch. But Lifford had that bag stolen. Or excuse me, Charles had that bag stolen. And Coach Rainey is not happy with Lifford on that.
Now batting third baseman number 17, Ryan Davis. Well, sometimes, you swing on a ball like that because you don't really see the runner, but Charles was so ignored by this. You should just have the good sense to take it and let him take the base.
First pitch to Davis, misses inside, almost hits him.
Yeah.
Comiskey very worried about Charles over there.
Well, again, Coach Rainey was not happy with the fly ball to left, but I'm sure that the coach from Kevin Van Dying, was not too pleased that a man just took off and walked to second base and nobody noticed. So he's going to get more attention now. That's one of the reasons why Coach Rainey's mad, because he's not going to be able to duplicate that again.
Breaking ball misses Lone away. 2-1 the count to Davis.
So Bulldogs have seen their 7-run lead cut to 4. So they're looking for some more runs here to try to put this game away. 3-1 count now to Davis. This is a good pitch to run on if you're going to for Jacob Charles. He holds, and this one's fouled away. And that'll make it a full count. Been a lot of foul balls today.
There has been.
That's not the first time our umpire has had to delay the game for a while we retrieve some baseballs.
So full count here to Davis. 1 out, runner at first. Davis fouls this one back. We'll redo the full count. Another check over to first on Charles. Here's the 3-2. This one, another foul
It's
ball.
gonna be a foul ball.
8th pitch of the at-bat coming.
I think that's going to be retrieved by a golden doodle is sitting down there.
Pitch misses low, ball 4. Catcher still throws down just to make sure. The runners at first and second now for the designated hitter, A.J. Miranda. Miranda looking for another hit down the line. Like
the better's designated hitter number 30, A.J. Miranda. That was kind of a dangerous throw there by Williams. I think he actually heard the umpire call that a ball, and so he threw anyway. And his throw was off the bag, and nice job by the middle infielders to keep that one in the infield and not let Charles go to third. As the first pitch to Miranda is a strike. One out here in the 6th inning, down low. Nice block by Williams that time. As Bulldogs have runners at first and second now.
The center fielder has now shifted to the right side of second base from our view. Charles bouncing around at second. Breaking ball misses low. 2-1 to Miranda.
Yeah, if Miranda could pull this over the shortstop's head, he could run for a long time. Because it'll be a long run for them to get there.
Another hit by pitch. That's the second one for Miranda on the day. So that'll load the bases for Ed Wagner.
Now batting the first baseman, number 20, Ed Wagner.
Calvin has now hit 6 batters while walking 3. First pitch to Wagner, fastball high, called a strike. Next pitch, looped over the third baseman's head.
And that's going to get a lot of runs in.
Charles is in. Davis is in. Miranda holds at second. Wagner with a 2 RBI single to left. And that makes this a 9-3 ball game. Looks like we're going to get a pinch runner at second base. It's going to be number 12. That's Andrew Klaus.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now running at second base is number 12, Andrew Klaus. Klaus in place of A.J. Miranda.
We've seen Klaus as a pinch runner a few times so far this season. He's making his 7th appearance this year. That brings up Easton Rogers.
Now batting is left fielder number 26, Easton Rogers.
Rogers takes fastball high and in, ball 1.
Well, Rogers is 0 for 3 this afternoon and has somehow managed not to get hit by a pitch.
There's a pick attempt, checking on Klaus at second. He'll slide back in safely. Still big hole in right field. Swing and a miss on a breaking ball. Evens the count 1-1. 1 out here in the bottom of the 6th. Adrian scored 2 so far. That pitch misses away.
Think about it is Wagner had the first hit of the inning. This inning all started when Charles was hit by a pitch, and then there was the pop to left, followed by a walk and another hit by pitch, which loaded the bases. There's a sky-high pop up to center field, and that will be out number 2.
Klaus tagged at second, but unable to advance. So that bring up the catcher, Zach Wade.
Now batting number 13, catcher Zach Wade.
Wade is 0 for 3 on the day with an RBI.
Yeah, he's been hitting the ball straight up the middle. He's hit it hard a couple times, but at least the first time everybody was around second base, so they were able to grab it, as they are now, holding Klaus on. Pitch is high and inside for a ball, and we're going to get a quick visit from the
head coach.
Calvin bench. Coach running out there, you don't see that often.
It's a quick word right there. I believe that's the second visit this game for Calvin. Swing and a miss, fastball down the middle. 2-1 the count. Wade fouls this one back, evens the count 2-2. Twos across the board here. That one hits him in the head. So the 7th hit batter for Calvin today. And that'll load the bases for Jack Boyke.
Now batting, center fielder number 9, Jack Boyke. So the list of players who've been hit by a pitch today increases.
First pitch to Boyke, low and in, ball 1.
And with the starting lineup, we now have more people who have been hit by a pitch than have not.
Boyke rolls this one over to first. Mason's there to take it himself, and the Bulldogs will leave the bases loaded. But they do score 2 here in the bottom of the 6th, extending the lead to 9-3. Looks like Gage Ricker is going to come into pitch now for the Bulldogs. And we'll be back with the 7th inning after this.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged, experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
Welcome back. Gage Ricker on the mound for Adrian, the junk baller, making his 9th appearance this year.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Bulldogs is number 40, Gage Ricker. Ricker in place of Daniel Gutierrez.
Ricker, a 1.86 ERA this season in 9 2/3 innings. He's allowed 2 runs on 7 hits, 8 strikeouts, has walked 6. Opponents hitting just 189 against him. Like I said, a pretty heavy junk baller. Final line for Gutierrez. He went 6 innings, allowed 3 runs, all of them earned on 6 hits, 2 walks with 8 strikeouts. Finished the day with a total of 85 pitches. So Ricker will start with the 9-hitter. Carson Warner's to lead things off.
Leading off for Calvin in the top of the 7th inning is center fielder number 9, Carson Warners.
Davis pointing in on the grass now after Warner's last at bat where he snuck a bunt by him to lead off the inning. First pitch, breaking ball, misses just out. Breaking ball, rolls it over to Charles. He'll pick it up, fire across the diamond for out number 1. So that'll bring up the top of the order in Gabe Bonnemer.
Now batting designated hitter number 7, Gabe Bonnemer.
So 2 pitches for Ricker, both of them breaking balls. That a third breaking ball, called strike.
Now, Ricker taking over for Gutierrez. A fine outing for Gutierrez here in his first MIAA start. Bouncing ball here for Davis. Davis will gun it across, and there are 2 quickly up and down for the Knights here in the 7th.
So that brings up Ryan Brown.
Batter second baseman number 38, Ryan Brown. Just to kind of close the book on Gutierrez. He pitched 6th inning and gave up 6 hits, but 4 of them were in the last inning of work in that 6th inning. He gave up just the 2 runs, and best of all, he gave up no free passes, no walks, no hit by pitches, and therefore a very successful outing, and he struck out 8.
Wade practicing his throws to second. Next pitch, another breaking ball, called a strike. So 7 pitches so far, 7 breaking balls.
As long as they're breaking over the plate, can't complain. Foul ball.
Here's the first fastball.
Out there. That's what I've told you many times, Mike, when you come in relief, you have got to come in and throw strikes.
Especially with a 6-run lead.
Exactly.
Late in the game. That one misses off. 2-2.
You know, from the pitcher's perspective, that's what gets confidence in you, is there's a bouncer to Charles, and that will end the inning. But I'm saying here, an outing, an inning just like this gives Coach Rainey more confidence that you'll come in and throw strikes, and that's just so key for them. So the Knights, they get nothing across here in the top of the 7th. We'll take a 7th inning stretch here at Nicolay Field. Our score after 6.5, it's Bulldogs 9 and Calvin 3.
Adrian College has once again found itself on the 2022 U.S. News and World Report Best College Rankings. This is the 8th straight year that Adrian has been named to the top regional colleges Midwest section. Adrian College was also named the most innovative school in the Regional Colleges Midwest category. In addition, Adrian received accolades in Best Value in undergraduate teaching within Regional Colleges Midwest. Adrian College was also named in the top first-year experiences by U.S. News and World Report. This marks the 13th consecutive year that Adrian has appeared in U.S. News and World Report. To see the full rankings, visit their website. For more information on Adrian College, visit adrian.edu.
So Calvin has gone to the left-hander, Ben Ferguson, on the mound. He's on for his 8th time this season. A 7.27 ERA. He's thrown 8 2/3 innings. He's allowed 7 runs on 11 hits, 10 strikeouts. Has only walked 6, but opposing hitters hitting .324 off him so far this season. Ferguson looking to hold Adrian at 9 runs and give the Knights a opportunity to come back. So bottom of the 7th, Don Goods leading off.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. A change in the Calvin lineup now. Pitching for the Knights is number 36, Ben Ferguson. Ferguson in place of Connor Kaminsky. And leading off for the Bulldogs is right fielder number 14, Don Goods.
So Goods looking to get things going here. He's 1 for 3 on the day with a run scored, a ground out, and a fly out.
Here's the final line on Kaminsky for Calvin. He pitched 2 innings, gave up 1 hit. The Bulldogs did touch him for 2 runs, and he had a walk and a strikeout. And, of course, he was hurt by 2 hit batsmen in the last inning, as the first pitch to Goods is a strike.
Next pitch also a called strike. Lefty-lefty matchup here. Here's the 0-2. Breaking ball swung on, hit up the middle. Base hit for Goods. So that'll bring the top of the order up in Jacob Charles.
Now batting, the shortstop, number 4, Jacob Charles. So Charles batting. He's had some inventive ways to contribute to the Bulldogs' offense today. He's still without a hit. He's also still without an official at bat. So,
first pitch fouled off.
Some would say he's perfect on the afternoon.
3 runs scored. One thing the Bulldogs need to keep an eye on is the left-handed pickoff move. We saw one. It's kind of the easy one from Ferguson. Swing and a miss. Looks like Charles actually got a piece of it. 0-2 the count.
Tell you, Mike, it's got exceedingly cloudy here at the Nicolay Field here as this game has moved on. And you can kind of start to feel the weather that we were afraid of for tomorrow, which moved this game up a day, starting to maybe roll in.
Pitch high and away, but Goods will steal the bag. So 1-2 the count to Charles. Stolen base for Goods. That's Don's 6th stolen base of the year.
Now, if Jake can just take a pitch out there to on the ground to right, he'll get Don home here. Don was thinking about maybe going to third there. There's a smash to short. Gillen makes the play, throws it, and finally, Jacob Charles is retired this afternoon. Now batting, second baseman number 6, Travis Lifford.
Lifford 1 for 4 on the day with a strikeout looking and a run scored. Goods in scoring position. First pitch called a strike. Lifford kind of backed away from it. Here's the 0-1. Nope, it's going to be a pickoff to second. Lifford gets a piece of that, fouls it off. 0-2 to Lifford. It's Ryan Davis waiting on deck. Swing and a miss. That'll be strike number 3. It's Lifford's second strikeout of the game.
Now batting the third baseman, number 17, Ryan Davis.
Davis looking to make it a 7-run lead again. The wind playing in his favor. I'd like to see his 10th homer of the year. Ball spiked down, 1-0.
It's never a bad time for a home run, Mike, when you're up to bat.
I tend to agree.
Maybe on the mound, not so much, but when you're up to bat.
Davis skies this one to the left off the end of the bat. And that'll be out number 3. Mueller there to make the catch. So the Bulldogs leave a runner stranded. We head to the top of the 8th. Adrian leading the Knights 9-3. We'll see Gage Ricker come back out, and we'll be back after this.
Adrian College has once again been recognized for its commitment to engaged experiential education by Colleges of Distinction, a one-of-a-kind guide for college-bound students. While higher education has changed over the past 20 years, Colleges of Distinction's selection process has stayed consistent in accepting only those that adhere to the 4 distinctions: engaged students, great teaching, vibrant community, and successful outcomes. Overlaid in the last few years have been a look into high-impact practices. They believe most critical to the student experience were the kinds of engaging experience that are found at Adrian College. To learn more, please visit adrian.edu.
So Gage Ricker back on the mound for the 8th. Saw him throw 1 fastball out of his 10 pitches last inning, and he retired the Knights 1-2-3. We're going to have a new second baseman in the game. It's going to be Gus Weeks. And that is the only defensive change for the Bulldogs. So Weeks will come in place of Travis Lifford. And Patrick Gillen will lead things off. First pitch misses in. 1-0 the count. This one hit to the right side of the field. Weeks is there to make the catch for out number 1.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now playing second base for the Bulldogs is number 2, Gus Weeks. Weeks in place of Travis Lifford. And now batting for Calvin is third baseman, number 26, Matt Raymond.
So Raymond fouls the first pitch off, 0-1.
So Weeks enters the ball game, and as so often happens, the very first ball is hit to him, and he handles the chance. Used to do that when I was coaching. Put a guy in there, I would always remind him, the first ball's coming to you. So often it would happen, and then they just gotta look at me, and I'm like, tried to tell you.
Next pitch call a strike. 1-2 the count to Raymond. Had a check swing that umpire said no go. This pitch misses down the dirt. 2-2. Breaking ball away, misses. Ricker tried to get Raymond to chase there.
Raymond has the 1 hit and 3 at-bats today.
Another breaking ball fouled off.
He struck out back in the second, grounded to second in the 4th inning. That was the inning where second baseman Travis Lifford had to go left and right in successive batters. And then he got the infield hit. There's a smash down to third base. Ryan Davis going to come in, make the play, and he is retired for out number 2.
Nice pitch there, jammed him.
Batters, first baseman number 2, Nate Mason. You know, it was doubly tough because he'd had so many pitches there on the outside corner, away, and then on the payoff pitch, it comes right inside, and all he could do was bounce that to Davis. Swing and a miss by Mason to start this at bat.
We've only seen 2 fastballs out of Ricker, so if you're in the night, your approach needs to be sit back and drive it the other way. That one just misses him.
Nate Mason is a big lad. He's 6'6" out of Portage Northern High School. There's a smash to Charles. Should be the inning. The long throw, and he gets him. So Gage Ricker has another perfect inning, getting the Knights 1, 2, 3 in the top of the 8th, and we'll go to the Bulldogs half of the 8th inning as they lead in this contest at 9-3, and we'll be back to finish her up here in just a moment.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Yep, okay.
The Adrian College Media Production House provides opportunities for students to learn and grow live on the airwaves, just like Matt Kibbe.
I've gotten a chance to create a relationship with coaches and teams and learn more from people instead of trying to teach myself something. Got an opportunity to expand my knowledge of sports, hone in on my skills as a broadcaster, learn about equipment in different ways. You get more of a connection with professors as well.
Providing opportunities, growing leadership. The Adrian College Media Production House. Thanks for tuning in.
Another pitching change here for the Knights. Evan Steinbacher in. He's on for the 4th time this season. Has thrown 4 innings. It's a 4.5 ERA.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for the Knights is number 35, Evan Steinbacher. Steinbacher in place of Ben Ferguson.
Steinbacher's allowed 2 runs on 2 hits. He's walked 4, struck out 3. He's given up a homer this season, but in those 4 innings pitched, opposing hitters just hitting 167 off him. We're also going to get a pinch hitter. Looks like it's going to be number 19, Alejandro Montada.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pinch batting for the Bulldogs is number 19, Alejandro Montada. Montada in place of Andrew Klaus.
First pitch from Steinbacher, fastball high. Steinbacher, a very quick motion, and looks like he likes to work fast. Montada fouls this one back, 1-1.
Well, Mike, with the new rules, everyone's going to have to start liking to work fast.
Well, this was the type of pitcher I was. Get the ball, get back on the mound. I remember I saw a game. I'm a big White Sox fan, and when Mark Burley pitched for the Blue Jays and Chris Sale pitched for the White Sox, I went and saw that game. Both pitchers threw complete games. Game lasted an hour and 45 minutes. It's just 2 pitchers that like to work fast. 3-1 pitch, down low, ball 4. So Montada is on. We might have a pinch runner. It's going to be number 3, Andrew Atherton.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now running at first base is number 3, Andrew Atherton. Atherton in place of Alejandro Montada. I think part of what you're also seeing is Coach Rainey getting the guys into the game where he kind of sets it up for his new closer, Ryan Davis, to come in from third base and have some more, make that somewhat volleyball-like rotate positions.
We do have some action in the pen, and just like you were saying with rotating positions, looks like that's what Craig Rainey is planning to do, as that one was fouled off. But it's not Ryan Davis down there. It's the shortstop, Jacob Charles.
Well, like I say, it's with a 6-run lead. It's not really a safe situation, but I think what you're seeing is I think there's blood on the hand of the catcher.
Yep.
And so we're going to get a bit of a delay while we fix him up. But without the save situation, you might want to save Ryan Davis, but the bottom line is that, you know, if things were to go south in the 9th inning, you've got the guys in there so that you can make that change and bring them in.
Yeah, and Craig Rainey strategically placing people out there. Is the pinch runner for Montada is another middle infielder, so if you do bring Charles into pitch, you can move Weeks over to short and put Atherton at second as the DH is eliminated. So back in play now. 0-1 count to Wagner. Breaking ball misses high. Evens the count 1-1. Atherton over at first. Bulldogs leading 9-3 in the bottom of the 8th. Pick attempt. Pitch misses low. Atherton takes off, throws wide, bag stolen. That is Atherton's first stolen base of the season, first attempt as well.
Yeah, more importantly, it gets him into scoring position here for Wagner.
Next pitch misses high and away, 3-1.
Wagner batting down the spot from his normal cleanup position. They traded him with A.J. Miranda. Fulfilled that role today.
Wagner skies this one out of play. Count runs full now. Nobody out here in the bottom of the 8th.
Important that Wagner put this ball in play if he can. Either that or get a walk.
Pick attempt. Atherton dives back safely. Close one with the throw on line.
Yeah, but Andrew doing a good job of getting back, but making him worry here. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Sometimes you can get that guy to be so concerned with you as the runner at second that he forgets there's a man with a bat at home base. Now batting the left fielder, number 26, Easton Rogers.
Rogers hits this one foul into the parking lot. Nobody holding them on at second. Atherton checks swing, ball away. Still nobody's hit that ball to right field.
Yes, and it's an inviting target, is it not, Mike? There's a lot of room between him and the right fielder.
Fastball misses low and away. 2-1 to Rogers.
As Matt Reynolds is playing pretty much right up the gap right now.
Next pitch spiked in the dirt. 3-1. Rogers swings at a high fastball, just gets a piece of it, but fouls it off. Counter run full now. Be nice if he can shorten up here and poke the ball the other way. He'll pop this one up. That one is going to land out of play and into the bleachers. The rare spot where a foul ball can actually hit the bleachers here. Bleachers protected by a nice overhang and a lot of netting. Here's the 3-2 to Rogers. Skies high to center field. Reynolds calling for it. Atherton's going to tag and go to third. Throws on line, but Atherton slides in safely. So a runner at third here with 2 outs for Wade.
Now batting the catcher number 13, Zach Wade. Well, it turns out Reynolds was playing in the perfect position to come over and make that play.
Yeah, I think that was Warner's ball, but Reynolds wanted to finally get involved today. First pitch to Wade misses low and away. Next pitch, swing and a miss. Steinbacher continues to work quickly. Nice job by Wade to kind of control the at-bat there using his timeout. Swing and a miss again. Count runs 2-2. 2 outs here, the bottom of the 8th. Swing and a miss, strike 3. So that'll do it for Adrian. They leave a runner stranded at third. They don't score. We head to the top of the 9th. Bulldogs leading 9-3.
Adrian College is looking for leaders, student athletes with the tenacity to keep the Bulldogs at the top, the forefront, in and out of the classroom. The Bulldogs are looking for talent, character, hard work, grit, leaders who can electrify sold-out crowds, gut out a last-line shift, will their team to victory, hit a grand slam in the bottom of the 9th, and be a part of a legend in the making. Think you have what it takes to become a Bulldog? Visit adrian.edu to learn more. If there was one word I was going to use to describe the communication arts program at Adrian College, it would be unique. Students find themselves on the radio, in front of and behind the camera, and directing their own programs. Students learn in a personalized environment that sets them up for a world of opportunities. Are you ready for your moment in the limelight? Learn more about the Rush Communications Center and Adrian College's communications program by visiting adrian.edu today.
Welcome back. Jacob Charles now on the mound. He will pitch the ninth. A couple other changes in the defense for Adrian. Atherton stays in. He'll play second. Gus Weeks will move from second to short. Bulldogs looking to close this one out, leading 9-3 in the MIAA opener over Calvin University.
Good job by Cage Richter this afternoon there, Mike. Cage came on and he pitched 2 innings. He faced 6 batters and got them all out, and he basically just let them get themselves out by throwing strikes, and he had them pounding it on the ground as 5 of the 6 outs were recorded on ground balls, and quality job done today by Ricker to get us to the 9th inning. Leading off for the Knights in the top of the 9th inning is left fielder number 45, Will Mueller.
Mueller will lead things off for Calvin. First pitch, swing and a miss. Mueller on the day, he's 1 for 3 with an RBI. He's flown out twice. This one fouled away, 0-2. In case you're just joining us, Adrian scored 3 in the first, 2 in the second, 2 in the fourth, 2 in the sixth. Calvin scored 3 in the sixth. That's swing and a miss, drop third. Wade fires down to Wagner. They'll get the out. That'll be out number 1 here in the 9th.
Batting right fielder number 3, Matt Reynolds. Nice job there by Wade to keep his composure and pick that ball up, take his time, step inside the diamond, and make a good throw down to first base. Last thing you want is strike a guy out and then not get him out.
So swing and a miss there. Reynolds is quickly down 0-2. Pitch breaking ball misses away. 3 runs on 6 hits, no errors for Calvin. 9 runs on 8 hits, 1 error for Adrian. This one's skied to center. Boyke's camping under it. He'll make the catch. That's out number 2.
Now batting the catcher, number 8, Dylan Williams.
So the Knights are down to their final out. First 2 pitches, balls to Williams. Next one fouled off the mask of Wade. So 2-1 the count to Williams. Williams on the day, he's 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts. Next pitch, right down the middle, called strike 2. So Williams down to his final strike. He battles there, staying alive, fouling that one back. Breaking ball there, sky to right field. Don Goods going back on it. He'll make the catch over the shoulder, and that'll do it here from Nicolay Field. The final score, Adrian 9, Calvin 3. Bulldogs move to 1-0 in MIAA play. They move to 9-10 on the season. Calvin moves to 0-1 in MIAA play, 8-10 on the year. Danny Gutierrez, the winning pitcher, his record moves to 3-3. Ian Doyle, the loser, at 2-3 on the season. We'll get our final lines here from Dave Van Giesen.
And ladies and gentlemen, that is the end of today's game. Our final score here this afternoon is Adrian College 9 and Calvin University 3. Here's the final line score on today's game. First for Calvin, they had 3 runs on 6 hits. They made no errors and left 5 runners on base. While Adrian College had 9 runs on 9 hits. They made 1 error and left 10 on base. The winning pitcher this afternoon is Dan Gutierrez. His record is now 4-2. And the losing pitcher for Calvin University is Ian Doyle. His record falls to 2-3. Time of today's game was 2 hours and 13 minutes. Ladies and gentlemen, Adrian College and Adrian College Baseball. Hope you have enjoyed today's game here at Nicolay Field, and we hope that you'll join us many more times throughout the 2023 baseball season. Our next game here at Nicolay Field will be on Saturday, April the 8th, when there is a doubleheader starting at 1 p.m. when your Bulldogs take on the Hope College Flying Dutchman. Again, a doubleheader on April the 8th at 1 p.m.
So that'll wrap things up here from Nicolay Field. Adrian wins 9-3 in the MIAA home opener. Just a great pitching performance from Danny Gutierrez. He went 6 innings, striking out 8. He allowed 3 on that little 6th inning slip-up. Walked 2 and had 6 hits. Struggle on the mound was Ian Doyle and Comiskey, as they both combined for allowing 9 runs. They walked 3, but combined hit 7 Bulldogs.
Well, yeah, it was a great afternoon for the Bulldogs. They had just the 1 error, and that was on the very first ball of the game. And they then got him attempting to steal. So it didn't hurt them at all. And the Bulldogs, all 3 pitchers, very impressed with their control today. We didn't walk 1 batter, and we didn't hit a batter. Or we did walk 2 batters, but the bottom line is that we, limited their free passes, and on the other side of the ledger, Calvin was giving them away like they were candy here today with the, I think, what was it, the
10 free bases.
6, 7, 8. They had 2, 4, 7 hit by pitches, and the free pass was just too prevalent for Calvin to overcome on this Thursday afternoon. So Bulldogs now with a win in the column in the MIAA, and you never know, again, with the weather coming in, how much of this series will actually get in a timely manner. So definitely good to take the first game of this series, and like I say, the Bulldogs playing a lot better here at home after last Sunday's losses to Denison. And they've won 3 games here at Nicolay Field, and hopefully that will continue as the season goes along.
Yeah, looking ahead at the weekend. As of right now, doubleheader scheduled on the road at Calvin for Saturday. First pitch scheduled for 1 p.m. With the weather moving in and the dirt field over at Calvin. We'll see if that actually happens. So stay tuned to AdrianBulldogs.com for any schedule updates. You can also follow Adrian Athletics on social media. They will post an update there as well. Your game for Sunday on the road at Worcester has already been postponed due to weather and Worcester needing to get conference games in instead of a non-conference. So no makeup date to be scheduled on that. So we will see what the plans are probably tomorrow heading into Saturday, and if we will finish this series with Calvin this weekend, potentially move it here with the turf. Who knows?
You never know. Yeah,
Calvin,
that's one of the reasons why you always want to check with the website there, Mike, because these games, they get moved around here pretty fast. So I remember last night telling my wife that we were moving up this game, and she asked me, is that the only game this weekend? I go, well, you never know, because it's more often than not, we've had games, especially in April, where the entire series ends up at Nicolay Field.
Yep, so stay tuned on that. We will get that posted as soon as we find out and get that information out to you. But as for today, Bulldogs take the MIAA opener 9-3. I'm Mike Brang, joined alongside Dave Van Giesen. We thank you for joining us, and we will be back next time.
On Tuesday, April 6, 2021, I was sitting in my office and an email popped into my inbox from someone in your graduating class today. The email said, "Dear President Docking, back in August I had emailed you in regards to the state of the well-being of the campus community during the COVID spike. At that time, I was incredibly anxious about the prospect of spending my senior year of college sitting at my kitchen table in my hometown trying to finish my seminar projects in the event we switched to all online learning. As I type this email now in April, I cannot describe to you the gratitude that my fellow students and I have for Adrian remaining open on campus for the duration of the school year. I wanted to take the time to thank the Adrian College community, the faculty, the staff, for allowing us to have as normal of a year as possible in a world that simply did not want that to happen. I look forward to walking across the stage in May knowing that I was still able to enjoy time with my friends and the Bulldog community during my senior year. All the best, Max Birmingham, class of 2021. Max, you've got to stand up so we can give you a round of applause. For those of us on this stage, today is one of the most exciting days of the year. We love to see the wonder and anticipation in the eyes of our new students as all of you anxiously await all of the amazing experiences that will define the years ahead.